Welcome back to the Padilla family homestead. Today we have a fun Easter tradition that I did in my youth and we did when she was little. We haven't done it for a few years.
My favorite one.
But I actually went ahead, so they're resurrection eggs, and this is an egg hunt with little things inside of it that tells the story of the death and resurrection of Christ. And this is an old one that I've had since she was little. This is the box. It's made by the same company, Family Life, that I ordered this one from. I couldn't find the exact same one, and so I wanted to order a new one, so I knew what I was referring you guys to. So this is what the new one looks like. It's kind of cute. It's a little bit more muted in muted tones. There is a slight difference in the story. And I'm just going to tell you those differences, and then I'm going to kind of walk you through how to use these eggs and kind of the cool thing behind them. So, both of them tell the story, and most of them have everything in the same order. The new one has a rooster inside one of the eggs, and the old one has a die in one of the eggs, like a dice. And so, basically, this one it talks about Peter denying Christ 3 times before the rooster crows, and does not talk about the throwing the dice, gambling for his clothes. And then this one doesn't talk about Peter denying Christ 3 times before the rooster crows, but it talks about the rolling the dice, gambling the clothes. Everything else matches up. So that's the only difference in between them. The little rooster's really cute. But I'm going to go ahead and go through and kind of show you this, talk to you about how we did it and how you can do it. How you do it, it's really dependent on you. Emily was an only child, an only child. And so we didn't do like a bunch of kids trying to find the Easter eggs and things like that. It was just her, which was fine. And we didn't always hide them. We just kind of went through and told the story.
Yeah. It was like, we just opened them up either on Easter or like right before.
Right. So for us, we've talked about this. We're intentionally living, right? That's our goal. And one of the areas in that for us is our religion and how we celebrate holidays and so forth. And so we are Christians, and so Easter for us is not about the Easter bunny. She grew up getting Easter baskets and things like that. Easter bunny, but it was about this. Christ's death and resurrection were the major things regarding Easter, and this was a really fun way to teach that message that kept her engaged, right? It made it easy and fun.
It was way more fun. Honestly, I even remember them doing it in like Sunday school stuff. It was just super, super fun, especially for all the kids to participate.
Yep, so this one comes with, it'll come in a box like this, and I'll put this link in the description. So it'll be an Amazon affiliate link. It comes with some things that it says, if you don't finish these cards before Easter, don't stress. It's far more important to get your kids interacting with scripture than following a timeline. So every starred card is a scripture memory card. Post it on your fridge, bathroom mirror, or another place your kids are likely to see it often. 3 activities on each card help you create fun memories around the Bible and help kids internalize truth. And it says, pro tip, just do the activities you can do happily. If you or your kids lose energy for this project, you might be tempted to quit early and lose the remaining opportunities to know God a little bit more. So it has, like, the first one is, but God shows us shows his love for us in that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Romans 5:8. And then on the back of that card, it talks about when Jesus died, soldiers made him a crown to make fun of him for being king of the Jews. Only they made it out of thorns that really hurt. Try making a crown out of thorns out of a paper plate with the inside circle cut out. Color or paint it brown. So it gives you a craft idea, something to do with that. It does have QR codes with verses and songs and things like that. I haven't checked all those out, so I don't know how great they are, but it's a cool resource. So they have 14 cards with verses and pieces of the story that you can do for the 14 days leading up to Easter. It also came with some cute stickers.
You can decorate your little egg carton with.
You could decorate your egg carton. You could do other things with it, however you want to do it. And then another idea they had is to host a neighborhood egg hunt. And as the kids gather them, if they get one of these eggs, then you gather together and you tell the story together. And each kid gets to open it in order of how the story goes. So I'm going to go ahead and go through this one because it's the newer one. And basically it has this little book and it comes in English and in Spanish. And the first egg is it says blue egg, but that's not really blue, but it does match the picture. But I don't know. It's like aqua, I don't know, green. So the blue egg has what?
The donkey.
A little donkey. Go and hold it up. It's super cute. So it says, Jesus sent 2 disciples, saying to them, go into the village in front of you, and immediately you will find a donkey tied and a colt with her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, you shall say, the Lord needs them, and he will send them at once. The disciples went and did as Jesus had directed them. They brought the donkey and the colt and put them on their cloaks, and put on them their cloaks, and he sat on them. Most of the crowd spread their cloaks on the road, and others cut branches from trees and spread them on the road. And so then it keeps telling a little bit more about, in Jesus's day, most people walked everywhere. Sometimes kings rode on donkeys or horses when they entered a city. The people would stop what they were doing and watch as the king rode by. On the day that Jesus rode into their city, the people were thrilled to see him. They believed he was their new king who had come to save them and to fill their lives with joy. The people showed their happiness by spreading tree branches and coats on the road. This was also their way of showing honor to Jesus, much like we might use a red carpet today. So it says the verse, and then explains a little bit about that timeline and compares it to today. So I'm not going to read every single one of these, but I am going to go through. I think it's going to be this one.
This one's light pink one. Oh, yeah.
So light pink is silver coins. And so that is when Judas betrayed Jesus.
Yep. His disciple betrayed him.
For the coins. And then the light purple, which looks light pink, but it's light purple. It matches. It does match the colors. I don't agree with the colors they're saying, yeah, but it matches the colors. So this one has a cup, and it's talking about doing the first communion, basically. The drinking of the cup, which represents his blood, the blood of the covenant. And then the orange egg, which is going to be the, don't worry about it, put it in there. The orange egg will be the praying hands, yep, which represent when he went up to Gethsemane to pray. Mm-hmm. This is something I will point out. I actually like this. These aren't super white hands.
I know. Everyone's all like...
I like that. Jesus probably wasn't white. He was Jewish from the Middle East area. He's like, the pictures we see around just like are not historically accurate. So I think that's kind of cool.
I love that.
Okay. And then, so that represents that, and there's a lot of information on it. The next one is the green egg. This one? And the green egg in this one has a whip. Go ahead and show that. And this is when Pilate...
Why does it look green on there?
Because it's green.
No, I mean like the actual hair.
It is.
It is.
It's when Pilate took Jesus and had him flogged. Mm-hmm. And then the yellow egg has a cute little rooster in it, and we've already kind of covered that, and that's when Peter denied Christ, and it talks about that.
Mom, it's hey hey.
It's not hey hey. And then the light orange egg has a crown of thorns in it. And so I kind of read a little bit about that on the back of that memory thing. So it does have information on that in there. The light green egg has a cross made out of...
It's wrapped up. Oh, it's the nails.
Yeah, so it comes... Show it. It comes wrapped like this. She'll unwrap it really fast. But it is a cross made out of nails, representing his crucifixion.
Yep. Nails in hands and feet.
So there you go. And then the purple egg has has a spear in it. And so they talk about the spear. And then this light blue egg has just a cloth in it. And this represents,
Was it his grave clothes or like the cloth that they laid over him?
Yeah, it should be the linen, body wrapped in a clean linen shroud, and laid it on his, laid it in his own new tomb. So that was for that. Then the pink egg is the heaviest. And the pink egg talks about...
it's wrapped again.
It's wrapped because it's a stone. So it talks about Jesus rising from the dead and the stone being rolled away. And then the white egg is empty. Nothing in it. And it talks about the tomb being empty and not to be afraid because Jesus has risen from the dead. And so it's fun to go through with the kids and tell the story. If you're looking for something, if you're looking for a fun, interactive way that has the kids excited to open it when they're told to open it, and go through and hear the story, and a good way to introduce them to the story or to continue to remember it. And as they get older, then you can actually go to the scripture areas and read more about those specific things and get into more conversation and more in depth. So I thought that this would be a fun thing to share because this has been a huge tradition in our family. Yeah. This set is actually gonna be my daughter's set. So it is something that I think is neat for creating a tradition. It's fun. It's something you buy once and use over and over and over again, which I also like. And yeah, so I thought I'd share that with you. Let me know in the comments if you have used resurrection eggs before. If you tell the story of Christ's death and resurrection in a different way, how you decide to do that. If this isn't your cup of tea, that's totally fine. I know not everybody on my channel is going to be a believer, and that's totally fine. I think everybody has the right to believe and make choices and believe whatever they want to believe. And so this is something we do that we love, and so just be respectful in the comments to each other. And yeah, I hope you like this and that you guys have a great Easter coming up and make some fun memories. And if you are a Christian, to remember the reason why you are celebrating Easter and how to teach that to our kids. So thank you, and we will see you on our next video.